The production team said as followed: "If things don't go well this time, you'll be eliminated from the industry." I don't know who the production team is exactly, like the individuals, but whoever said this to a very well-known animator that is basically kind of like considered an ace at Studio Shaft, to actually straight up say something like that, that's like some supervillain stuff. Like, that's what a supervillain would say to their subordinate. It's like you're watching like a shonen series or reading a shonen manga, and the supervillain's like, "Subordinate 308, if you do not do something right, I will make sure you're exterminated and you will never be able to go home to your family." Something like that. Like, that is legitimately something a supervillain would say. The fact that the production team and whoever the individual was that said this to this animator is outright evil. Like, that is just some pure evil energy right there. Like, that is channeling maximum evil that you can do. Because it's like saying, like, "Oh, if you mess up or if we don't get this out, you're gone." Like, all the effort and work you put into the anime industry is just up in the air. It's dust. And let's talk about the animator that said this. This is two posts that came out from this individual right here, which is a very well-known animator known as Hiroto Nagata. Hopefully I said his name right. He has countless things he's worked on. One famous one that you're probably going to recognize him from is definitely this Ruby sequence. I even made a post on this last year when the episode aired, and, actually my post blew up. I think I had like over 100,000 likes and all that, millions of views on that post. It showcased that just people were amazed by this action sequence for Ruby, an actual anime for Ruby. It was good. It looks really good. And that animator that made this sequence is the one that said this and had these words from the production team said to them. And I mean, this isn't the only thing that they've done, obviously. If we look at the other works, they've worked like on Madoka Magica. Look at this beautiful action sequence. It's super beautiful. It really just stands out. They've worked on countless things over the years that just, yeah, I mean, they're beautiful. They're really smooth and beautiful. So, getting into the main point here is that when an animator that's theoretically one of the best animators at Studio Shaft, is being treated like this, imagine those that are, like, rather new and hasn't built a portfolio at the company or in the industry. Imagine how they're being treated. Like, that is actually nightmare fuel to think about. And this is legitimately sad to see. Like, let's just keep reading this. "So I've been crying while working, telling myself that if I don't work hard, I'll be eliminated. I want to say, if you haven't given me another job at the last minute, we wouldn't be in this situation. I told you it was impossible, but I swallow my words. There's no point in arguing with the production company right now." And this is... Oh, it hurts. Like, I'll talk about this in a second, just read this one as well. "I had a dream about being strangled by someone at work, and even after waking up, I still felt pain. Since that day, I've been feeling short of breath, as if someone is pushing on my throat. I got worried, so I went to the hospital to get my throat checked, but there was nothing wrong. What's this?" My man, I'm no doctor, but this sounds like anxiety, lack of rest, and all sorts of other things, and potentially could lead into more health problems in the future. The fact that you have an animator that is just well known for a lot of things actually making a statement like this and being treated like this just shows the absolute state of the anime industry. And this once again proves my point of what I've been talking about for multiple videos for years now. People always assume I'm only talking about Studio Mappa, but I have always said in those videos, that people actually watch them and don't just look at the title, I talk about how it's an anime industry problem, not just a Mappa problem. Just Mappa is very well known because obviously they pick up major projects. And it shows that, yes, this is just a thing that happens pretty much at every single anime company. And it's sad. Like, it's sad because this is not going to be the last time we're going to see something like this, the news of something like this appearing. It's not. This is going to continuously happen to animators until there is overarching changes within the anime industry with laws and stuff that pass in Japan. But the issues with overwork and production and all that with anime, it's not just an anime problem. This actually stems into all work culture within Japan, and honestly, since I don't live there, I don't really have an answer of how to fix this. But it's very clear that it is toxic to a lot of people. You constantly see people screaming out about this, and it's not normal. It's not normal seeing an animator legitimately saying that they are basically having a panic attack and anxiety and all that, and also being told they'll be eliminated from the industry. Like, this is some evil stuff. Like, this is actual evil. And seeing this type of stuff, it's like, it's clear that there is a problem. The problem is, since I don't live in Japan, I don't really have an answer besides just laws to change this, more protection for animators and workers, etc. But obviously, I don't know how legislation and all that works in Japan. But it's just, I really hope in the future there is some form of, like, outcry. More people outcry like this animator, more other animators have spoken out as of late, and try to get overarching changes. I do think that the anime industry is trying stuff, but I don't think it's going fast enough. And it's sad. Every time I see stuff like this, it just brings me great sadness, because the fact that you have an animator that legitimately made something like this being treated like that, as I said at the beginning of the video, imagine those that are very new to the anime industry, just new animators that just started, don't have a portfolio built up, and imagine how they're being treated. Imagine what's being said to them from the production committee or different higher-ups, etc. You know they're being treated like they're basically not even people. That it might as well already being said like this. They're not even being treated. Like, let's take a look at this. Like, you'll be eliminated from the industry. Those words alone, the significant emotional and mental impact that would have on a person that is so dedicated to their work is astronomically high. Like, imagine being told that all your effort that you've spent for maybe years at this point, like decade maybe, is just going to be thrown into the trash bin because you're not able to get something out in time. Just right now. It's like, what? It's just, all I'm going to say, at least my personal advice that this individual can do, is leave Shaft. That's my 2 cents. Obviously, I'm not them, so I can't make that decision for them. But obviously, if this was me and I'm having an outcry like this, my decision, I would leave and try to find work elsewhere. It's not worth your health. It's not worth you losing years off your life. It's not. And this is just showcasing that, you know, all these great scenes and stuff we see from anime over the years, it's thanks to these animators that literally sacrifice blood, sweat, and tears in their very soul just to give us some of the content that, you know, we enjoy and, you know, kind of look at for maybe 20 minutes out of a day and never go back to. They literally spend years on this type of stuff, and it's just like, it's crazy to see how underappreciated they are at all accounts from all different angles. Just, yeah. But, I guess I'm gonna leave it at that. I know this isn't, like, happy news or anything, but I saw this and I was just mind blown, because this proves that, you know, once again, this isn't just a Studio Mappa problem. This is a whole industry problem, and it is gross. I hope changes are done. Like, I really hope something breaks and changes, because, like, either the anime industry needs to break and buckle and, like, anime's not being able to produce anymore, or something else, because, like, this is crazy. Like, actually crazy. But, I'll leave it at that. I wanted to talk about this. Thank you so much for watching. I'm sending love and support to this animator. I hope they feel better, honestly. I hope they get a medical checkup, more medical checkup, and, like, really figure something out. But, yeah. Anyways, be safe, stay healthy. I love you guys. Chibi out.